Armani Guzman clutches up again and hits a walk-off to send West Virginia to the Super Regionals. Let's talk about it.
We got a lot of grit. We got a lot of hard-working people. Don't ever quit. Don't ever quit. West Virginia Mountaineers, don't ever quit. God bless the Mountaineers, and God bless West Virginia.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to your favorite podcast, the Hard Edge Podcast. I'm Evan here, and we're going to be talking about West Virginia hitting a walk-off last night and beating Kentucky, and previewing the Cal Poly Super Regional game, which WVU will be hosting. So let's get straight into it. Let's just recap what happened in the Kentucky game last night. That was a thriller, to say the least. That was what everybody's expecting this game to be so far because of last year's walk-off and the past few games, how close it's been. So let's get straight into it. West Virginia wins 5-6 in the final, but at the start, it looks like they were going to win by a solid 4. And I'm going to tell you why they didn't. So first off, in the 8th inning, they were winning 5-1. They were rolling. They didn't score till the 3rd inning, though. And they'd only given up 1 home run, and that was just not a good pitcher. He needed to get subbed out. So he's a good pitcher, but he was just getting tired. But what led to the comeback for Kentucky was they let up 2 home runs in a row, which tied the game. The first one already had a runner on base, so it get 2. And then the other one had nobody on base, so it made it tied 5. So I got really mad at myself. I was like, oh, dang it. We sold this lead. But then West Virginia clutches up in the 10th inning to make a comeback. So we're going to talk about this comeback here. So first, I just got to reward Armani Guzman. He had an outstanding regional. And Paul Schoenfeld also had a big night. He's going to be a star in the making if he returns next year. Not sure if he's senior. I need to look this stuff up before my podcasts. But I'm pretty sure both of them are returning. Armani Guzman might be a senior, but Paul Schoenfeld had a great night. Multiple hits, 2 hits, and Armani Guzman had 3. And the RBI, he had an RBI to win the game. But what led up to this RBI is even cooler. Brody Kresser started it all in the 10th inning with a single down the middle, right within second and third base. And then Ben Lumsden got walked, so that put 2 people on base. And then there was a fly out from Sean Smith or Tyrus Hall, I can't remember. And Armani Guzman clutches up in the end and hits an RBI. Almost caught. It was right at the logo, West Virginia logo. He dove and tried to catch it, but it went right through his glove. And they went home, and Morgantown madness. It's all over social media right now, I've heard. So everybody's saying country roads. It was beautiful. It was packed house. It was the second most people seating in Kendrick Family Ballpark in West Virginia's history. And I have a feeling that record's going to be broken this Friday. So to preview this game, first before we preview the game, I'm going to tell you what we should do before the Super Regionals to prepare ourselves. So some of these are a little bit just on the wilder side, or maybe not being able to do this, but maybe not enough time to do it. But let's just talk about it. These kind of like just fun predictions we should do. So the first one, I think, there's a field right to the left of the West Virginia dugout. And throughout the season, I was like, why is that always empty? It's a huge field, and there's nobody ever there. Other than like some TV crew and just some random people. It's only like 5 people there every time. I think they should expand it to make it seating. Not like actual seats, but like they should put little, maybe, I don't know, like just a marking for where people could sit. and that could pack out. It can make it look like there's seats, or you could say bring your own seats. So we could pack out the entire area. It wouldn't look even empty at all. And then that big hill to the other, like right beside that field that's not in the stadium, they should try to fill that out. They should allow people to do it. I know it's a little bit worse for you, but you got to watch this game. It's going to be a good game against Cal Poly. So those are my little predictions. I think it'd also be cool if they did towels or like a t-shirt. They probably don't have enough time to make them, but I bet you they are able to do that. I'm struggling here. But back to the baseball note. Cal Poly upsets UCLA. They don't, but their regional does. I thought it was going to be super cool if we got to play Virginia Tech, but I think Cal Poly is pretty good too. I think we have a pretty good chance to go to the World Series for the first time. So I'm just going to give y'all a quick just rerun of their season real quick. They are 39-22 coming into the Super Regionals. They're on a 4-game winning streak, which is kind of intriguing for me because we're also on a hot streak. So what's going to happen when 2 hot streaks come together? One side has to get cold. Which side will it be? Only time will tell. So they have not played many good teams. They've played a few, but they haven't won. They did not play UCLA in their regional at all because UCLA went to the losers bracket and Cal Poly went to the winners bracket. So they didn't play each other. Here are some notable results from their season. These are going to be either bad losses or good wins, or close games. So, to start off the season, they lost 2-16 to USC, number 25th in the nation. I'm not too into USC baseball, but I don't think they're the best team. I don't think they made the regionals. I don't think they made the World Series, whatever you call it. I know the World Series is a tournament within whatever's happening right now. I don't know what you call this. I don't know. I'm just going to call it the World Series. But they lost to USC. They got swept in the series. They did not win a game. They had a few other close games against USC, 6-8 and a 3-2 loss, but still losing to USC. And a good win for them. Good. Win against UC Riverside, 22-4. I guess that's good because they scored 22 runs in any league. That's pretty hard, unless you're playing like a high school team. But still, pretty impressive to score 22 runs. But it's UC Riverside. Not sure how good they are, but then they got swept by Oregon State. Didn't even have to stand a chance, and they won in the their conference tournament against St. Mary's. And they beat Virginia Tech also. So Virginia Tech, I previewed them a few episodes ago. They were pretty good. Not the best team. Maybe didn't deserve to be in the tournament. But still a good team. So I'm not sure how this game is going to turn out. Since they haven't played as much talent as I would like to see. It doesn't give me much insight of how good or bad they are. So, I don't really know how good they are. But looking at their stats, they're very contact dependent. They don't hit many home runs, kind of like us. We can hit some home runs, but we're not really contact dependent. We can really hit it anywhere in the field. Gavin Keller's a really good home run hitter. He had a crazy home run last night. Deep left field. Forgot to talk about Gavin Kelly, but it's okay. He's going to be at least first-round pick. I'm projecting him to be within the first 3 picks. He's a crazy missile arm, great batter. He can basically do anything. He's like a Swiss Army knife. He can do anything for you. So they're very contact dependent. Can't hit very far. They have one of their hitters that has the most home runs is 15, and there's not much more than that. They don't have any more home runs than that. Just a few bits and pieces there. They're good on getting on base, though. Their on-base percentage is very high, but they have a very deep pitching staff, one of the highest in the countries, with one of the highest velocities in the country. Kind of like Wake Forest, but you know what happened when we played Wake Forest. Wake Forest is one of the best pitching teams in the country. Maybe not the most accurate. They're not very accurate, but they could definitely throw very, very, very fast, very high velocity, very just quick, speedy, not very accurate. Our pitchers are kind of the exact opposite. They're kind of in the middle range, high 70s, low 80s. Some pitchers differ, but most of our pitchers are high 70s, low 80s, and they're very accurate, have very nice, clean pitches. But I think this will be a good game, but I have West Virginia winning it. This is my prediction here. I have two different predictions here because I'm just this one really thumped me. It took me a while to make this prediction because I was like, are we gonna lose a game or are we gonna nix them? You know what the Knicks did? They swept the Cavaliers in the playoffs. Kind of making a reference there. Let's go, not Miles Sadler. Oh, brain fart. Miles McBride. Let's go, Miles McBride. He's doing great there. But hopefully we can nix them and hit them with a 3-0, 2-0. So my two predictions are either this is my first prediction. The first game they win, second game they lose, and then the third game they win. I don't have them losing at any of my predictions. I don't think that's possible at home. Or my second prediction is 2-0, win it all, nix them. So I think we are definitely going to Omaha, and I'm excited. This is the first time I've really seen a West Virginia team be good at a sport other than like rifle. I don't really care about rifle. I don't know about y'all, but rifle doesn't interest me that much. Like, I like shooting guns, but watching rifle or caring about national championships for rifle, I don't think that's the coolest thing in the world to be like the best team in rifle. I'd rather have it a little bit more spread out, like have a few good years in football, a few good years in basketball. We're having our year right here for baseball, but this will probably wear down in a few years if Steve Sabins leaves. Like, he's supposed to go to South Carolina. It's rumored, but I don't think he will. He looked really happy in the post-game of Kentucky last night. I think he's going to stay. But if he does miraculously leave, I think the baseball program will go downhill. But I just wish those different national championships could just be spread out a little bit from rifle, because I don't even know if you could watch that. It's kind of an Olympic sport. No, a lot of head coaches and athletic directors are trying to keep those Olympic sports alive. So I think we should just focus on the main sports, because first of all, we don't have the best NIL situation right now. We don't have the biggest NIL fund. And I don't think we should be using our money to fund those other things. Like, I still think they should have an opportunity to do that, but maybe do it at the club level, not the collegiate level. Like, still represent the college, just they shouldn't be part of, like, kind of like the hockey team. They're not club. They're club, but they're not, like, playing against other actual college teams like Penn State and Michigan and all those other hockey schools. Like, I like what they're doing there. They don't have to pay them. They're just doing it for fun. But it's kind of what I think. So we could raise the NIL money. But I just wish we could be good at a few different sports. Like, that'd just be so fun to be a powerhouse at a sport. Be good basketball one year and then bad at basketball one year, but you have football to look forward to. Or you're bad at football one year and you have basketball to look forward to. Or like this year, you're not that good at either, but you have baseball to look forward to. So I think that's something we need to focus on. But hopefully West Virginia can win this and sweep them and go to Omaha and make a run. But this year's slate in Omaha looking to be stacked. The SEC, unlike last year, is making a run. If it wasn't for us this time right now, it could have basically been an all-SEC Omaha field. We needed to stop Kentucky. I don't know what y'all think, but I think Kentucky's turning to be like a baseball rivalry in the postseason. Played them 2 years in a row, and also in the preseason. And I bet Kentucky fans hate us so much. They've been this close to going to Super Regionals the past 2 years. Just one catch, and they could have went to the Super Regionals, basically. One catch. One hit over the wall. One run. She could have just taken it. I bet they hate us. So, do y'all think it's a rivalry or not? It's not really like a rivalry, like hate, but kind of like, kind of annoying. And I thought that one guy with the face mask, I don't know what about him, but he kind of made me mad. He just kept hitting home runs, and then he was just making faces. It just made me mad. Okay, so that's about it for today. I probably won't be posting for the next few days because I'm actually going to the West Virginia football camp. West Virginia football camp, and then I'm staying in a resort, so I probably won't get back to y'all until I'm back from there. Comment if any of y'all are going. I know I have some younger subscribers also. If any of y'all are going, just hit me up. We can maybe just meet each other at the camp. Or if y'all have any questions about the camp, I'm really hyped. I've been wanting to go to this camp for like 3 years, and I've finally been able to go to it. Hopefully I get some autographs. I already have my cards all set up here. They're not very good cards, but I have them ready in frames so they don't get creased. I'll show y'all here what I got. Got Nick Cray. I'm going to try to get his autograph. Got Scotty Fox. Try to get his autograph. These are just base cards, but I still think it would be cool to get an autograph. Landon Livingston. And then we have Ben Cutter. I have a lot of Ben Cutter cards because he's been here a while. He's really loyal. I love Ben Cutter. He's probably my favorite defensive player right now. Another Ben Cutter card. And my favorite Ben Cutter card, I'm going to try to get a silver Sharpie and sign it because it's a blackout card. That'd be really cool. And also, Miles Sadler's on campus, so I'm going to try to meet up with him. And I'm going to check out the baseball stadium. That's what I'm most happy about because I have not been to Morgantown in a while. I went to Morgantown last year for the Robert Morris game, and then a year before for the Penn State game, because I'm a little bit further away from Morgantown. So I've only been this might surprise y'all since I'm such a big WV fan, I've actually only been to Morgantown twice, because I live pretty far away. So I'm really excited to make this trip, and I hope I have a ton of fun. If y'all have anything, recommendations I should do in Morgantown while I'm there, just drop them in the comments, because I want to have the most fun I can. I'm a pretty fun guy. So I hope y'all enjoyed this episode. Make sure you share with friends. Thank y'all for all of y'all subscribing. Like I said in my last episode, I'm doing a promo. If you subscribe, you get a shout out in my next episode. So, thank y'all for watching. Hope y'all have a wonderful day. And peace. Hope you them country roads keep fighting Mountaineers.